Hey folks, it's Kimberly Hobshide with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. And I have gotten so many messages this week from entrepreneurs in our community that are wondering what they can do while they are under these new world order requirements of social distancing and stay at home orders, and what they can do in order to make sure that their business survives and thrives through this really interesting time. Folks, here it is. I have a lineup of 5 things that you can do that can keep your business shining and thriving and growing during the COVID requirements and staying at home and making sure that we're as compliant as possible with this new requirement from our governments and from the social order, and making sure that we are as compliant as possible, but also making sure that our businesses are still continuing and that we're doing the things that we need to do in order to move forward. All right, so folks, I'm just going to give them to you. Here's number one, and you hear me talk about this all the time. It is the really big important thing that we need to do in our businesses is do what we love every day. So if there is a part of your business that you love, I don't care whether that is sending invoices or whether that is coaching clients or whether that is delivering services or whether that is doing sales calls or doing client development or doing social media. If there is something in your business that you really, really, really love, make sure that you do a little bit of that every single day in your business. Now, that goes whether you're experiencing social distancing or not. You've got to come up with a creative way to do the things that you absolutely love to do under the new conditions, and make sure that you give that, because that particular feeling of doing what you love at least once every day or many times every day will keep you out of overwhelm as much as possible, and it will keep you enjoying your business and avoiding that sort of burnout mentality that happens to entrepreneurs when they just aren't no longer doing what they love. So number one priority and number one in my suggestion and tips for our 5 tips is do something that you love every single day in your business. Make sure that you're doing what you love. All right, number 2 is catching up and regrouping. I know that's 2 different things, but they kind of fall in the same bucket. So catch up and regrouping is taking a look at the things that have slipped a little further down on your to-do list, right? So we all have that big long to-do list. If you're like me, I actually try to use my calendar instead of a to-do list. But there are things that get moved forward in that calendar because I'm not ready to do them yet, or I just have chosen other priorities. So this is a really great time to allow those things to bubble to the top. Maybe it is going into QuickBooks and doing a reclassification of some of your stuff, or running some reports and taking a look at how things are going for you and what products and services are selling well and what aren't selling so well. Maybe it is taking a look at where your funnels are or where your sales copy is, or wherever you've been like, I've been meaning to do that, but just haven't found the time. Well, guess what? Now is a great time to do that. So you have an opportunity where a lot of things have gotten cleared off your calendar. You can't do them anymore. You can certainly do all the phone calls or most of the phone calls. Some of even my phone calls have canceled because people just really have other priorities right now. If they haven't canceled, of course, keep doing them if you love doing them, but make sure that you are, if something clears off your calendar, it gets canceled or pushed forward because of the virus and people's concerns over other things right now, make sure that you fill that time up with things that you have been meaning to do all along that can improve your business. So maybe that is taking a look at your funnels or swipe copy or QuickBooks or reports and making sure that those are moving forward on your priority list. So allow those things that have been like slipping down your priority list to bubble back up, and really have a time to be able to dedicate to them and focus on them. So that is catch up. And then regroup is take a look at those things once you've done a little bit of catch up and see, are there things that you need to regroup on? Like, is what you're selling really what you want to sell? Is what you are offering your customers really what you want to offer? Is it doing as well as you wanted it to do? Are there changes that you can make in your offerings and services and products that people really want more than what you're offering right now? And can you regroup and make adjustments in order to bring those things in when things lighten up again, or even right now? Maybe you have been asked for some time to bring things online or to a larger group, and maybe now's the time to do that. Maybe you've been meaning to figure out how to work this Zoom thing all along, and now is the time to do that. I actually have heard of many church and chapel services that are going online now and offering that to their congregations that have never done that before. This is a really good time to offer those opportunities to people and really engage in that environment that you've been meaning to do all along. That slides us nicely into number 3, and that is learning. If you've always been wanting to learn how to use Zoom or how to go online or how to create, maybe you're trying to create an online course and you haven't gotten around to it yet, now is a great time to engage learning. Now, how many of you actually out there have, and be honest, shelf help? That is something that you have purchased and meant to get to. Things where you're like, oh, I have all this free access to this free course that got bonus on with all this other stuff that I bought, and you just never really bothered to get around to it. Now is a great time to enact learning. If you don't already have too many courses to go through and things like that, or you're looking for a break or something to do while you're on the treadmill because you're trying to keep exercise going, go ahead and grab some new audiobooks or grab some new books on Amazon and have them delivered. Learning is a great thing to do during a time when you are down, when things are slow. This is a great time to fill your mind and get to that next level and make sure that you have the resources that you need, that you've always been meaning to tap into, and get that learning, because learning every day should be something that we do, but sometimes it gets pushed off if you've got too many customers, too many demands, too many things going on, or your website went down or something and you really needed to focus on that when times were busy. But now that times are slower, this is a great time to focus on learning and filling up your gas tank to make sure that you are able to go and hit the ground running when things open up again. So number 3 is learning. Number 4, daily acts of kindness. This I cannot stress enough. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, daily acts of kindness is an amazing way to do good in the world. Not only are you helping other people, but you're helping the universe and you're helping yourself along the way. Daily acts of kindness is an important, engaging thing that you can do in your business and in your life and in your world to make sure that you are giving to the community and giving to other people. And it doesn't just have to be customers. Of course, it doesn't just have to be customers. This is a great time to call your parents, call your kids if you have adult kids and they're not in your same household. Make sure that you reach out to those aunts and uncles that you've been meaning to reach out to, or your grandparents, or whoever it is that are alone during this time of struggle. This is a really great time to reach out to them and just let them know that you're thinking about them, that you love them. That is a great daily act of kindness to reach out and connect with other human beings during this time of real physical disconnection. This is a really good time to connect with them virtually. Another daily act of kindness might just be to go on Amazon and order up a batch of 6 chocolate covered strawberries and have them delivered to their home. I don't know if Amazon is still up and running, but if it is, that is a great daily act of kindness. And if you want to send one to me, absolutely message me and I'll be happy to give you an address that you can send those chocolate covered strawberries too. Be fabulous. All right. That's number 4 is daily acts of kindness. Be nice to somebody else and improve the world and your world and the universe and all of it. Daily acts of kindness is a wonderful thing to do, and now is a great time to think of it. Lots of people out there are super stressed, and a daily act of kindness that's from a random stranger or a loved one, either way, is a phenomenal thing to receive. All right, number 5. Number 5 is going to be difficult for you to do, I know, but it is actually stay happy. Stay happy is my advice to you on my number 5 point. It actually should be number 1, kind of ties into number 1, do what you love. But stay happy is really, really important. The news and the media and the things that are happening out there in the world can really be scary and can really bring down your happiness level significantly. But think of all the things in your world right now that you can be happy about and focus on those instead. I'm not saying completely ignore things that are reality you that you need to focus upon. If there are bad things that are happening, certainly those may require your attention, but happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy about just about everything. I mean, there are really serious things happening with COVID right now, and there are deaths occurring, but consider how many recoveries are also occurring. Consider how much more time you are getting back in your day. Consider the fact that in the US, we have had the opportunity to extend our tax return time. Now, if you're getting a refund, you can turn it in right now, but if you have to pay, they are actually extending that out and giving people a break on that as well. There are all kinds of things to be happy about right now. So take a look at your life. Just settle in and figure out what you can be happy about and choose happiness. Choose happiness. Choose happiness. Your feelings are a choice, and you can choose to focus on the positive instead of the negative. And that is my advice to you. I hope that was helpful. Those are 5 tips. I'll go over them again. Do what you love, at least one thing that you love every single day in your business. Number 2, catch up and regroup. And this is a great time to get to those to-do items that you've been meaning to do. Number 3 is learning. Add to your learning, whether that is doing those online courses that you've been meaning to do and catch up on, or getting a new audiobook and listening, or getting a book and reading and doing some learning for yourself on something that you really have been meaning to get to. Number 4 is daily acts of kindness. Be good to those people out there in the world. There's a lot of us, there's a lot of them, and we need to be good and contribute in a positive way. And number 5, choose happiness. Be happy, get happy, and focus on the things that are worth being happy about. All right, folks, I'm Kimberly Hobscheid with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. Stay safe out there, stay warm, stay dry, stay distant, and stay connected in one way or another. And you know what? Stay happy. I'm Kimberly Hobscheid with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, and I look forward to working with you. Cheers.